So I thought we'd continue on with my trip report. The first one on the first day, me and my friends went to Epcot. You can go onto my other videos if you haven't seen it yet. But the second day, we went to the first park that was ever made for Walt Disney World, the one and only Magic Kingdom. And it was a really great day. I mean, we went to the Magic Kingdom parking lot, for which I have to admit I'm not used to because I'm so used to staying on property. This time for this trip, we did not stay on property, so we went to the Magic Kingdom parking lot, walked to the transportation and ticket center, and then that's where we got on the monorail to go over to the Magic Kingdom. Now I have done that before, one time before actually. It was back in 2000 when I went down for the Millennium celebration because we didn't stay on property at that time too. However, it was really nice. You know, I got to see, because I can't even remember the last time I went to the transportation and ticket center, to be honest with you, other than those two times. So uh, yeah, so it was nice, and then I got to go on the monorail over to the Magic Kingdom. So it was like a nice, you know, segue, leading up to the Magic Kingdom. We got to see like different angles of the different resorts around Bay Lake and the Seven Seas Lagoon, and then got to see Cinderella's castle from a distance. And as we rode the monorail, went closer and closer. So anyway, when we got into the park, we headed into Tomorrowland and rode the ever so popular the People Mover, for which I am so grateful that Disney had kept it at Walt Disney World, because I know it's no longer at Disneyland, which is a complete bummer because it is a true classic, and it has Walt all over it. Just everything that he implemented, in his parks and everything. So I really hope that it stays at Walt Disney World till the end of time, to be honest with you. Then after we went on to the People Mover, we went right over to another Disney classic. Again, something that Walt had his handprints on, is the Carousel of Progress, which actually premiered at the 1964 New York World's Fair. And it was a tremendous hit. And the thing about that attraction is it's so unique. It's a theater, but it revolves in the different scenes with the audio animatronics, and it's a turn of the century type of show of how progress has been made throughout the different centuries of the world, which I think is genius. And I do admit, I do think it needs some updates to the attraction, especially in the last scene. However, it's still a great attraction. It's one of my favorites. It's a must-do. The People Mover and the Carousel of Progress, I have to do every single time I go to the Magic Kingdom, regardless, because it'll just completely throw off my day, believe it or not. But yeah, it was great. And right after the People Mover, trying to remember, we got, I think it was fast passes for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then we headed over for lunch at Adventureland for the Skipper Canteen, which the food there was awesome. I love the interaction, and it has a lot of detail in the restaurant itself. You can find these little intricate details, and and that doesn't surprise me. Disney's all about the details and the theming for everything. So it was awesome. So then, we went to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then we had done, I'm trying to remember, it was a lot. We did a lot. We did Mickey's PhilharMagic, still a great show. Peter Pan's Flight, which is it's very popular at Disney World and Disneyland. Like, no matter what park you go to, Peter Pan it's such a unique attraction. Flying in the pirate ship, and it suspends you as you travel from London to Neverland. So it's one of my favorite attractions, just in general. I do feel, however, as classic as that ride is, it definitely could use some updating. I know that they already did the updating for the queue line at Walt Disney World, and at Disneyland they added the special effects in the very beginning. But I feel that keep the suspended ride system with the pirate ships, flying over London. But I feel that the animatronics themselves are very outdated, and I would love to see an update for the Peter Pan characters as far as the audio animatronics, because the technology has grown so much from the time the original attraction came out to now. So I would love to see an enhanced feature of the audio animatronics themselves. That would be great. Let me know what you think. If you ever been on Peter Pan's flight, if you agree with me, disagree with me, I'd love to know. And then, and I have to say that me and my friend Mindy went to Mickey's PhilharMagic and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Peter Pan's Flight. My other friend Jay went on the Haunted Mansion, and then he went back to the hotel we were staying at, and which again was off property. So then Mindy and I stayed all the way through the rest of the evening. We did Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at night, and I'm sorry, a lot of people may disagree with me on this, but I felt this way forever, that for some reason it feels like the rides go faster at night. I don't know if it's a psychological thing, I don't know if it's a visual thing, but it just feels like the rides are great regardless, but it just feels like the rides go much faster at night. And that's what Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Big Thunder Mountain, Expedition Everest, even though that's at Animal Kingdom, which that will be for the next vlog, because we did Animal Kingdom the following day. But just sticking with the Magic Kingdom, like Big Thunder Mountain and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, they seem like they go much faster at night. But again, comment below. Let me know if you think I'm right. If you know what the secret, the magic is that makes it seem like it goes much quicker at night. Let me know. And then, of course, at the very end of the night, we stopped to see... before we did, we grabbed a churro, for which I hate to say this because I love everything Disney, but I did not care for Walt Disney World's churros, and I think the reason why is they're not made fresh on the spot, and they're sitting, and they just lose that appeal, that flavor, that taste, the texture. But Disneyland's churros are spot on. Now, but that's just my opinion. I prefer Disneyland's over Walt Disney World's. I do think that if Disney World were to implement the same system of making churros as Disneyland does, it would be just as great. So I didn't really care too much for the churros, but after we had one, we went to go see the nighttime show Happily Ever After, which I absolutely love. It was a bittersweet moment because it replaced Wishes, and Wishes was my fireworks baby, so to speak. I loved Wishes. I was so down and out that it was going, and I thought, I really hope the next fireworks show that replaces it does justice. And Happily Ever After really does, and I love the soundtrack. I love the opening music, I love all the songs that they add to the show, and I love the ending finale song to it. And it's just one of those things, to cap off a night, especially at Magic Kingdom. You can't end the night without seeing the fireworks. And then right after the fireworks, we didn't leave right away, because letting a lot of the crowds go. Plus, we were a little bit hungry, so we decided to, before the park closed, we stopped at Cosmic Rays Cafe. And I know a lot of people don't like Cosmic Rays because it has the simple food. But for me, I still enjoy the menu. I really did. And I got the specialty burger for Mickey's 90th birthday celebration. It was a bacon cheeseburger with macaroni and cheese on it, and I believe it was crushed Cheeto dust, I believe. That's what it was. But it was, and you wouldn't think adding Cheeto dust and mac and cheese on a bacon cheeseburger would taste good. It was awesome to me. I loved it. And they had a little imprinted Mickey Mouse face on top of the bun. I believe it was a brioche bun, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But it was really good, and then I got chili cheese fries with it. Can't go wrong with chili cheese fries, no matter where you get it. So I do. I enjoy Cosmic Rays Cafe. A lot of people don't, but as a quick eatery, just to get something fast before the park closes and you're full for the rest of the night, why not? And then, of course, if you go in the daytime, you can see Sunny Eclipse perform, which he's an awesome animatronic. And he's really cool because he's not based off of a Disney movie or a show. It's Disney creating a character specifically for that theme of restaurant, which I thought was genius. And I hope they keep Sunny Eclipse forever because he's so cool and I love his music. Then we decided to leave the park because it was closing. But since we stayed off property, we didn't take any of the Disney transportation that was offered. So we decided to catch an Uber back to the hotel we were staying with Jay and his mom. And what we figured, to save a lot of time and the hassle of fighting through the crowds, we decided to walk from the Magic Kingdom over to the Contemporary Hotel. Because it's literally adjacent. You can walk right over there. There's a pathway that leads you right to it. Which soon to be will be the same for the Grand Floridian, which I'm so excited about that. Because I love taking the ferry boat over, but I also love the walk. And that was one of the things that I love about walking distance between the resort hotels and the parks themselves. And that's why I love Epcot and Hollywood Studios, because no matter what park you're at, you can always walk out of the International Gateway at Epcot, go through, passing through Disney's Boardwalk Resort, and the Yacht Club and the Beach Club are around there as well, that you could also walk to. And then right as you pass off of the boardwalk, walk around the backside, where you notice across the waterway Walt Disney's Swan and Dolphin Resort hotels. But you walk that pathway, and it'll take you to Hollywood Studios. It's about a 10-15 minute walk, and it's a nice, relaxing walk. It really is. But yeah, so we walked from the Magic Kingdom over to the Contemporary, which we caught an Uber and went back to the hotel. And that was pretty much our Magic Kingdom day. I did notice that this trip as far as for me, it was more of a relaxing pace for me. Ever since I became a Disney annual pass holder, I noticed that I didn't really want to rush and hurry and jump from ride to attraction to show this, that. I wanted to take my time. I still wanted to do the rides and shows and attractions, but I felt like I did it at a much easier going pace. And so again, let me know as well, how do you like doing Disney? Do you like the fast pace? Do you like taking your time? Do you like going to the parks? Maybe you don't like going to the parks. Maybe you just like to go to Disney Springs or Resort Hop, or whatever you like to do. There's a lot to do at Disney. There's so much to do, and you can't just do it all at once. You have to always go back, and even if you do a lot, you want to go back and do it again. So thank you for listening. That's my review report for day 2 of our trip at the Magic Kingdom. And then the next trip report I'll do is for our day 3, which is our day at Animal Kingdom, which honestly, by far, aside from the Magic Kingdom being the classic type of theme park it is, Animal Kingdom is my favorite park out of the 4 thus far. I just love the overall theming of it, but we'll get into that at the next trip report. So until then, thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, it's never a good day unless it's a Disney day. Bye!